Hey, this is Rex, and I sure do love my Nintendo Switch, but I wish there was some way that I could trick this out and make it a whole lot better on a budget. Well, introducing terrible looking, well, okay, not terrible looking, but some Nintendo Switch gaming accessory stuff. Now, these are items that I saw at my local Five Below. Five Below is a lot like a dollar store, except everything is $5 or less, but typically they'll just be putting stuff at like $5. So this was $5, this was $5, and the screen protector that's on it now, because I got that earlier in the week because that actually looked useful, and I put it on. And then later on, I'm like, oh, okay, let me bite the bullet on these. So yeah, first of all, for the screen protector, it's pretty nice. I don't know how good you can really see it. I didn't exactly place it the best, so it's not. It doesn't look amazing, but it looks nice. And now that I've actually kind of cleaned off my Switch and I've got a screen protector on it, that'll be a lot nicer to play it in handheld mode a little more. And now you can see all the games on my Switch. Ooh. But yeah, basically, like, the screen protector is fine enough for a $5 screen protector for the Nintendo Switch. It's pretty good. I'll have to see how it holds up in the future. But let's go ahead and take a look at each of these individually. Let's go ahead and start off with the silicone covers. All right, those don't look bad. They don't exactly, see, they kind of come up a little, and I guess that's to be expected. They already look not bad. They actually do kind of feel nice with a little nub there. Let's stick these on and see how well that feels, or how good that feels. We're gonna have to actually play a game to see if this like improves anything. All right, not terrible. And again, the little nubs for the joysticks are just silicone also. I'm pretty sure the ones that like come in other things are a little better. Okay, that actually doesn't feel too bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and try these out. These do need a charge, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap them with my other Joy-Con. Let me try some Splatoon out. For one thing, so far I'm not liking how this kind of puts the buttons at the same level as the rest of it, because see how the buttons kind of they're not flush exactly, but I kind of like the buttons being out. The capture button's inset, so if you want, and so is the home button. So it feels like it's going to be a little harder to press those. Like, honestly, I don't get the point of these at all, really. At least it doesn't cover up the camera there. I don't know. Like, normally well, maybe I should play a game that I normally play handheld, but... Ooh, okay. But I mean, like... Okay, I'll say this. It makes handheld feel a little better, at least. Just the mere fact of having the extra grip to hold on to, I guess. Of course, you can't beat a Pro controller, and I think you should only use a Pro controller if you can afford one, I suppose. But for one thing, you can't fit these into like a sliding thing for the controller. It's basically only gonna be good for handheld. Again, I'm not liking how these buttons are feeling. Maybe I should play some Smash handheld in this, and maybe we'd get a better feel for like button stuff. But let's go ahead and hop into a game, because why not? And wow, we were actually able to pull off a win, even though this was absolutely terrible. Yeah, this, I think it's most noticeable here on the right side. All the buttons just kind of feel squished together. And on top of that, with the joystick, because now that the joystick is kind of raised up just a little, it's kind of just mushed together with the B button, which it's pretty difficult to jump. Like, to be able to jump and aim and hit something all at the same time, which, you need to be able to do like quick movements like that in Splatoon. So for gameplay, yeah, they're pretty bad. As far as looks though, I mean, that looks pretty sweet. All right, I've got a little more faith in the gaming stand, because that's probably not gonna get in the way of gameplay. It's probably just going to be able to enhance it or help it out. Now, I do already have a little stand that I use for my Switch. It's like an aluminum stand, so it holds it really well. This one though folds, and already it doesn't feel super sturdy. How does this? Okay, I see how that. Oh wow, I guess I don't see. Okay, so if you can see here, there are little ridges on the inside that this locks into, or it should lock into, like that. Oh, or like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Other way. Oh, okay. Oh, dang. Okay, so those have a good amount of resistance to be able to hold this up. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see how this works out. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. I like how adjustable it is. So you can adjust it like that. The only thing is I think you need to make sure it's well adjusted and set before you put your Switch on, but not bad at all. So now I can actually break out a Pro controller and actually play the game the way God intended it to be played. And looky there, I was able to pull out another win. Although, you know, maybe that's something on the skills of my teammate or, you know, maybe myself. But obviously, at least I didn't have these getting in the way and I felt much better. Again, because it's a different feel, you know, versus using the Joy-Cons like this or, you know, with a Pro controller. It all depends on, I guess, how you like to play. So overall, the grips are pretty bad. I mean, I do play handheld mode sometimes. And I have played before, but this just really got in the way. I mean, I can play Splatoon handheld mode just fine, but these grips really got in the way. I mean, like on their own, they don't feel terrible if you know, take them off, you know, maybe use them for like 1-2 switch or they look all right. I never really got the point of these grips, but the stand here is actually great, like actually really, really good. Yeah, it like one thing I even like is like it has vents here for the vents on the back of your Switch when it's set up on here. It's got like the little thing for the charger. It's even got a hole in here to put like the charger back through there and in there. Like honestly, this is really well designed. Oh, it's got some grip there, and the fact that it all folds away pretty compactly is great. And you know, I know that there are other stands like this for the Switch. I just never owned one. But for $5, I mean, it is plastic, but it's a pretty decent plastic. But for $5, like, honestly, I don't think you could go wrong with this. I'm actually very glad I got this. The silicone things, like, no, not at all. Those are pretty bad. But even with well, I'm just gonna leave the grips on. But let's see how like everything folds away into a case. Because you know that's probably one of the most important about this, because it helps you with your portability of your Switch. And does this fit nicely in my case? Yes, it does. Even with the disgusting grips on there, you can hear it. You know, maybe you want to rearrange your things around in there, but yeah, it can fit inside it can fit inside a case. This is actually great, amazing. You know, I wish maybe it was a little better plastic. I kind of don't like how you have to set it up like this, but once it's in there, it's pretty sturdy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the stand is great. So is this how you should pimp out your Nintendo Switch for only $15? No. Okay, the stand I recommend, the screen protector, maybe you might want to get a different one. A $5 one is going to do you decently. These, don't buy these. Save your $5 and just buy a $5 game or put it toward a more pricier game. Those are terrible. But the stand I'm actually very happy with, and yeah, that's been it for these cheap Nintendo Switch accessories. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this, if I happen to see just more of these out in the wild. Again, you know, the stand's great. You can even just use it for whatever else, and it's fine if like you want to do your low budget gaming videos. Set up your stand, set up your tripod with your camera, point it there. Again, you got to do a little more in terms of like the video editing and blocking the exposure. But you know, that's how I used to record stuff back in the day. Although I have a capture card, but it only works when it's not. But point is, these are cheap Nintendo Switch accessories because that's the era we're in now. So let me know what you think with a comment below. You can leave a like, subscribe, show your support if you enjoyed the content, enable notifications, and we'll get back to some gaming videos later this week. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.